Okay, I've got a lot of equipment here, so see if I can hold it all together. Not quite right. Picture this. You're successful, and you have great things going for you. Most of the time you wake up, and you are ready to conquer the world. And then you have other times, you wake up and you're feeling a little less confident. And there's a nag that pecks away in the back of your mind. What does that nag do? Causes you to second guess yourself, to doubt yourself. Really brings you down. I've been there. I started my professional adventure when I was just 20 years old. So, like a few years ago. I didn't realize at the time that I'd be helping to build what is now an extremely successful company. During this journey so far, I've learned so much more about business and life than I ever could have imagined. And my hard work and dedication have paid off. I've since become a senior leader in the organization. I've gotten married, I've had a child, my child is sitting right here. I've won industry awards, and I've co-founded a business. Would you say I've been successful?
Yes.
Come on. Thank you for feeding my ego. But guess what? I don't always feel that way. I haven't always felt amazing. I haven't always been confident. And there's definitely been a nag in the back of my mind that has gotten in the way. I realize there are things I could have done if it weren't for that nag. For just a moment, I want you to think about your life and all of the things you could have done if it weren't for the nag in the back of your mind. How has that held you back? Allow me to introduce to you a game I call the Nag Buster. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Here's how you play the game. Step 1, name that nag. I'm going to call my nag Penny. Let me tell you a little something about Penny. Sometimes she can be a real pain. In my line of business, we do a lot of networking over cocktails. Years ago, I'm at a cocktail reception with a group of hoteliers, and I'm having a conversation with a director of sales from a downtown hotel. Nice chat. Hey, Desi, where'd you grow up? Oh, I grew up here in Scottsdale. Well, how long have you been with the company? Well, since day one, actually. Congratulations. Thank you. Where'd you go to school? I hear Penny say, well, that was a fun conversation. But now, he's on to you. You are exposed. So I'm trying to engage in this conversation as it continues. But my mind is racing. Penny has completely taken over. She is fueling my thoughts with negative self-doubt. I am completely spiraling out of control. Anyone ever had their mind hijacked before? It is not fun. So we wrap this conversation up. You won't believe what this guy says to me. Nice, you saved a lot of money on student loans. See? He doesn't care. He doesn't see me any differently. He doesn't think any less of me. He may not remember the conversation after all the cocktails. The only problem I have here is Penny. Penny fills my mind up with a bunch of negative baggage that I don't need. Do you know what else Penny loves? Comparison. I find that when I'm feeling insecure about something, it's because I'm comparing myself to someone. And did you know the fastest way to kill something special is to compare it to something else? Penny says, "Oh, look at how skinny she is." "Oh, I'm jealous of that long, shiny hair. I'll never be as successful as that woman. Wow, look at her life. She has it together. It looks perfect." "You know, Penny, I just can't win with you. What do I have to do to prove myself? I'm doing great in life, and then you have to chime in and compare me to someone and bring me down. Making me feel bad." Have you ever found that you're comparing yourself to someone, and then your conclusion is that you don't measure up? That does not feel good. How do I quiet Penny down? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I play the Nag Buster game. So step 1, we know, is name that nag. By naming your nag, that allows you to detach it from yourself, and so it's easier to overcome and work through. I want everyone to follow along with me. Take a second and name your own nag in your mind, whatever name comes to mind first, and notice Penny and I are not friends. So she's not Penny. I'm not excited to see her. She's Penny. So name your nag, and then we'll move on. So step 2, catch your nag in the act. This takes incredible patience and focus because you have to slow down and really allow yourself to hear her. What is she saying to you? What negative thoughts is she putting in your mind? And know that she is going through your mind all day, every day anyway, talking smack. So you need to really slow down, dedicate some time, quiet, right? Put the phone away, and open up your mind and let those thoughts come in. So our third step, you have to dig deeper. And this might make you very uncomfortable. You'll find that the issue is usually deeper than lying at the surface. So when I'm digging, I get uncomfortable. And if I'm getting close, it feels like, oh, is it warm in here? But this is where your nag likes to hang out, so this is where you have to go. Here's some questions to help dig. What negative thoughts am I having about myself right now? What about this circumstance is causing me to doubt myself? Am I falling into the compare and despair trap? What do I need to do within myself in order to feel better about this? And finally, what am I afraid of? And that is a big one. If you're able to tackle that and then take actionable steps to work through what you're afraid of, just imagine what you can accomplish. Keep asking yourself these questions until you get to the root. For me, when I first started this exploratory process, it was easy for me to identify the fact that I felt embarrassed. But knowing that didn't fix anything for me. It didn't make me feel better. I had to keep digging to get to the heart of the matter to realize that my bigger concern here was that I would be judged or deemed unqualified. So keep asking yourself these questions until you get to the root. When I went through that exercise, I had to get uncomfortable and I had to dig. And I got a lot of hot flashes. And that was okay. And I'm getting off track here because I'm getting excited. So once you get to the bottom of this thought process, you're ready for our final step. Catch your nag with that negative thought and replace it with a positive thought that better serves you. Use a metaphorical 1-2 punch. I visualize myself literally punching this person who is holding me back. And it's funny, and it makes me laugh, but it also forces me to slow down and pay attention. And the important thing here is that you're becoming aware of the negative influence that she has on you. For any issues that keep coming up, you might find it helpful to jot some positive thoughts down in advance so you're armed anytime she wants to chime in. And soon enough, it will take less and less time to redirect your thoughts because you've retrained your brain. Before you know it, your nag won't want to hang out anymore because you're boring. And that's good. I had to take control of Penny. I had to spend some time digging deep and getting a little uncomfortable to realize that all of this for me had everything to do with squashing my own self-doubt and comparison. And it's scary when you realize you have the power within to stop holding yourself back. Harriet Tubman said, "Behind every dream is a dreamer." Always remember, you have within yourself the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. What's holding you back? When you take control of your thoughts and wake up with more unstoppable days, how will your life change? Thank you.